You gave up on that intro. I see. He said, "We just gonna go to the video."
Yeah,
he didn't even try it. He didn't even try it.
Welcome to
I asked for
TBC
a song.
Welcome to the TBC Reacts. Yeah, you can use it. There you go.
I better get off of you.
Yeah, showtime.
Let's go. Come on.
Watch you.
Hold on. Let's see.
Camera, a carnival ride in India became far more terrifying than intended. Cell phone video shows the ride, spinning when it suddenly comes crashing down like you just saw there to a very hard landing. The ride fell about 50 feet, injuring 16 people. There it goes again. Carnival organizers are blaming the accident on a technical issue. The traveling carnival is now shut down and officials are checking its permits.
Jeez Louise.
Damn.
Only thing that I saw, the first thing I thought,
What?
lawsuit.
Yep.
Hey,
Hope your back is okay.
I mean,
After that,
that's the only thing you can think of.
man, you know what I
that's
thought
why
about?
I don't do those small
Rinky-Dink carnivals.
carnivals.
Yeah. You know what I thought about when I saw it? Final Destination. Maybe somebody slipped some cotton candy on some cranks or something. And that's
I ain't laughing. I ain't even finna laugh at you.
Nah, hey, I'm a laugh because she said the most important thing. Nobody died, which that's the part that amazed me. I'm like, how did? Because 50 feet. Because normally they say, I took a safety class one time. They say anything above 30 feet, you almost certain to die.
yeah.
They was at 50 feet, so the fact that nobody died is amazing. But
Right.
they definitely about to come into some. I don't know what Indian money is, but they finna come into a whole bunch of it.
Man, yeah, they put that whole thing together and they hope and pray like, man, nothing bad don't happen with them. Man, the permits are probably outdated about 3, 4, 5 years old, and
Oh yeah,
you name
Stay
it.
away from them traveling those small carnivals.
Right. Yep.
no Derek days for me.
Man. But you know what's more frightening because what's more frightening because we now the state fair is open, right? Now the state fair got that big old Ferris wheel. I've never been on it, but I know that thing is older than probably you and I, all of us combined. What if that thing happened to actually kind of come loose and that big old Ferris wheel get to roll down the street somewhere?
Lawsuit.
Yeah, it's not like a whole bunch of money.
Man,
For
if you
the
live
families?
through it though, because that sucker's up there pretty high. How many stories is that? That thing is up there, man. That's a Ferris
rolling
wheel.
down South down. But well,
Now it's gonna be.
but
some
y'all know
food.
that lady got killed on that ride at
They
Six
gonna
Flags. So
roll
I mean,
past
what's
somebody
the
on some 28s. They gonna roll
I'm
past
not doing
somebody on
this
some
tonight.
28s. Somebody, we on them 280s, baby.
Right.
280 feet.
Yeah.
going down
All right, y'all
Grand?
Yeah. All right, y'all ready for reaction number 2? Here we
A
go.
story that you will see only on Fox tonight. A local chiropractor accused of sending racist messages to one of his patients. Fox 26's Gabby Hart joining us live in our newsroom. And I know, Gabby, you spoke exclusively with the patient and also confronted that chiropractor about what happened at his office today.
Jonathan, I did. His lawyer sent him to the chiropractor that he was seeing, and everything should have been handled by that law firm. But he started to receive text messages demanding information and payments. Things escalated. And that's when he says the doctor sent him messages calling him a slave and the N-word. And as you mentioned, we stopped by that chiropractor's office to get his side of the story.
Hello, how are you?
Yes.
Are you Dr. Kareem Isan?
Can you get out?
We're here with Fox 26 News. We just wanted to ask you a couple questions
No,
about...
I'm busy.
Okay.
I have patients.
Do you know
Please
your...
walk out. Please walk out.
We'll leave, but do you know your client, Chad
Please walk
Simmons? He's
out.
making some accusations that you called him a slave
Walk
and
out.
then you used the N-word.
I did not call him a slave.
Yeah.
You didn't
He
use the
actually
N-word?
came here and called me the N-word.
He called you the N-word?
Yes. So get out.
One Dr. Kareem Issa's patients claims that he sent racist and demeaning messages. He sent us screenshots of those messages that allegedly came from Dr. Issa's cell phone, office phone, and Instagram, saying things like, go get some education and better yourself instead of being a slave. And education is good. Don't listen to N-words.
We'll leave now, but if you don't want to give your side of the story,
While we were waiting on the elevator, Dr. Issa poked his head out and decided to answer some questions.
You didn't call him a slave.
No, sweetie, I didn't.
And these messages you're saying are not from you.
I didn't. This is not a race problem.
Okay.
This is a comeback problem.
Are these messages from you?
Doesn't matter. I don't know.
Chaz Simmons was on the other end of those messages.
Not my first time being called these names or being called out of my name, but it's definitely the first time by a medical professional, so it just kind of threw me off guard. Like,
Chaz's personal injury attorney sent him to Dr. Issa's office, Life Care Spine and Joint Clinics, for treatment. Everything was supposed to be taken care of by his lawyer, but he says Dr. Issa texted him saying he didn't want to work with the lawyer anymore and demanded that Chaz pay him directly or provide his insurance info.
I just needed my medical record so I can continue my case and go ahead and close the case out.
Chaz's lawyer told Fox 26 that in order to pay Dr. Issa, they needed him to release those medical records, something that they claim he refused to do until he gets paid. Has he released those medical records yet?
No.
Yeah.
Lawsuit.
Don't listen to them niggas.
The first thing I thought about that video was the same thing I thought about the first one. Lawsuit.
Why you
Right.
gonna put some hands on that doctor? You should have put some hands on that fool.
First of all, I keep telling black people, you have no allies. We think just because somebody is another minority group that we kind of have this
Right.
coalition, and it's not that way. The people from his community feel just as much about us as people from any other. We just need to cut that out.
Yeah.
Okay, that was proof. He felt that empowered to call that man the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's like, yeah.
Yep.
He's like, whatever.
Yep.
Lawsuit.
Yep.
I'm like, I think I would have, I think my first inkling, I guess this is over text. I'm like, I can get the money, but it would have been a verbal, then all this is gone.
And let's be clear. He didn't just call him an N-word. He called him an ignorant N-word by suggesting that to stop listening to. And education is good. So basically, he's saying he ain't got no education and he should go get one. You dumbass N-word.
And he called him a slave as well. He used the word slave too. Yeah.
There's your coalition, black people.
Yep.
But his mentality, but Jim Jamal, that guy's mentality, the chiropractor, his mentality is like, you know what? Okay, I might lose this guy, but I get another 5 and more people is gonna come in his place, whatever, because we don't do nothing about stuff like this. We don't do nothing about it.
He played himself with the text messages because now he's gonna have to give up them records and some money.
Right.
I'm like you. It needs to be a mechanism. Somebody show up at his house and I'm gonna leave it right there.
Hands on that nigga. Put them hands on that nigga.
You gotta have some kind of
Put them
deterrent.
hands on.
You gotta have some kind of deterrent.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that guy shouldn't have no job, with him, especially with a text message that's incriminating like that. He shouldn't have no job at all.
That boy say I'm busy. He's sitting at the front desk chilling on his phone talking about I'm busy.
Chilling.
I knew right then.
All on
When
he on social media looked up on him.
Yep.
When he said that, I already knew. Yeah, he did it. He did it.
Yep. It's almost like the same video that a couple of years ago. I think it was last year before that, or whatever, where the white guy was using the N-word inside the apartment complex, and I mean he was saying y'all ain't gonna do nothing. He gave his address and everything, and ended up next thing you know, he ended up getting arrested, and he had about 40, 50 people out there protesting and calling for his head or whatever. Man, we need to start doing stuff like that when it comes to situation like this, where you got somebody that's blatantly racist and say things like that in a text message, and make some noise out there, man. Get rid of these people like that.
Pull up season.
Pull up season, man. Pull up. Yeah. Stop. Like Willie D say, no more talk, huh?
Ain't got nothing to talk about.
No more talking. Let's
But before we go, we gotta pay homage one more time. To a teenage gentleman, Jamal.
And these things are true. Sometimes I just wanna go home and tell my girl to bring my hair.
Mom on that break. You got off the screen. Jump at your mouth. Get back on this screen.
Get back on the screen, Jamal.
Make me feel alright.
Gentlemen, Jamal, they missing.
Boy, y'all miss.
Did you like our reaction video? Do you agree or disagree with our panel? Let us know in the comments. And if you got some entertainment value out of this, please hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe even share with a friend if you feel like it. We appreciate it.